the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Northwestern Wildcats. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will go to work first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Ball.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen again.
Just a simple power play, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the back. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. He's got him. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Get it out on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Wolverines are threatening in the red zone. They're going to run it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got his man quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Offense changing the play. The pitch to the left. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. The Wolverines started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing and probably didn't like it on the last play. They'll have another chance on 3rd and goal from the 1. On the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Decision coming up here. I'm kicking a field goal, though, David. First drive of the game. You want to pay it off and just put some points up on it.
And see, I'd go for the touchdown because here's the thing. I'm going to make them go the length of the field, almost 100 yards. Even if I get stopped, I'm starting this game aggressive.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Northwestern right back to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Northwestern will send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a 1st down.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
from the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It's complete on the right side. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go up top on second and short. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another team look like that the rest of this game.
On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. He had a head of steam working, but he'll be stopped just inches short of the score. Might be changing the route. They'll run it on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. They go to the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
He'll throw on third down. Uncorks it. Another incompletion on third down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So here comes the Michigan offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll leave it with him. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On third down, he drops to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Northwestern. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it again. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets it to him on the screen. Turning it on. Inside the touchdown, Michigan. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where
he's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. He's got it. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, gets away from one, finds some space, turns it on down the left side, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
This is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely over.
Firing to the right, complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his man, it's Schaefer. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Back to pass on second down. Gets it out quickly. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
They just keep firing. Grabs it in the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Wants to throw on first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Knifing through, making the play in the backfield, and they can use a timeout and try to force them to punt. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On fourth down, going to the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Picked off to stop the threat. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. He's a one-man wrecking crew on this defensive front. This is the type of performance that can etch you in Wolverine lore forever.
Yeah, and it's a great lore to be etched in. Obviously, year after year, you see so many dominant guys in the trenches. And this is how it's done. You stop the run.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
A little screen to the running back. They've got him before he gets the first down marker, and the screen does not deliver. Northwestern will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Give to the single back. Powers through the defender. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man on the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Northwestern will send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Takes it on the return. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So here comes the Michigan offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position that breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. At the 20, he's got space. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Making side adjustments here. Powers forward. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Rush is on him. Working that left side now. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive reads.
He'll do it himself. Got the first down and still on his feet. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. From the gun, give on the inside. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. They go right back to him. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Northwestern wants to go quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Holding. Receiving team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock. Hand it off. Let the running back do the rest.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the ground, he's got it again. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Might as well give it to him again. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. Little missed opportunity there for this offense.
The quick out. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on fourth down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before, ice in their veins, and you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
The Wolverines didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. Now the connection takes it to the 11. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Keep it on the ground. Touchdown, Michigan! And the beatdown has ensued. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Alabama endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Bryant-Denny Stadium, and the Tide came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. To the air on first down. Pressure in his face and he lets it fly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Wildcats! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. They're going to ride this running back. Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field, and this guy, you know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the fourth quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
On second and goal, he gets another chance. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the pummeling has started. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires on the run. He's got it down the left. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Pressure coming. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Surging forward on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. He gets it beyond the marker, and it'll be a first down for Northwestern.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in 4th and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Schaefer. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throw to the end zone, it's picked off.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer,